Hello, hello. We are live. It is Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, February the 8th, 2026. My name is Mike. Channel's name's Health and Wealth. We're talking some stuff today. How are you guys doing? I hope life is treating you right where you are. Who are you cheering for today? I'm just going to test the audio over here, make sure it's coming in hot. We're working. Everything's good. Let me know in the chat where you're tuning in from. Well, we got audio. All right. Perfecto. Give me one more moment here and I'll catch up to you guys in the chat. Hope you're doing really, really well. Currently 2:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over here. A beautiful sunny day in Ontario, but minus 21 with the wind chill. Too cold for this guy to be outside. I'll melt. Actually, I'll just freeze. I won't melt. I'll freeze. Yeah. It's a good day to be out there. That's for sure. If you have a parka, a winter coat, if you have a toque mitts, friends of mine are up at the outdoor hockey rink right now, and I'm not about it. I'm not going to do it, so we're not going to make that happen. But here we are. Here we go. All right. Give me a moment here. Just kind of getting all things sorted over here. Put this up there. Put this over here. Wow, we've got comments already. 10 people here. Good morning to you all. Good afternoon, Wolf. How you doing? Oh, hope you're doing great, buddy. What's up, Dividend Degenerate? Hope you're doing great. Nicole's in the house. Health and Wealth Royalty right here. Clive, also royalty. Welcome. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And glad to see you all here today. Just did an impromptu live over here. Odagash. Oh, it's my guy. Odagash, how are you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing great. It's a good day to be alive, that's for sure. I'm excited to be here on the live channel with you. But yeah, life's good. I just finished my routine. Usually I get it done before 2 o'clock, but I don't know if you guys know, I've been trying to do 125 push-ups every day for the last 6 days now. Well, I guess 5 days, but I'll share my screen with you. Here is what I'm up to. So I just finished it right now. So today I went a little extra, 131. And yeah, feeling good. Actually, good news about the health is I've dropped 10 pounds in the last week. Eating super, I wouldn't call it healthy. I did have hell of a good dip twice. But a lot of chicken, a lot of broccoli, a lot of Brussels sprouts, potatoes. What else did I eat this week? Oh, it's shepherd's pie. No junk food except for the hell of a good dip 2 times. No candy, no sweet, nothing like that. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You're the man. I appreciate you so much. That is huge. That goes a long way. Wow, that's really nice of you. Thank you for doing that. Cheers to you. Yeah, so just eating really, really kind of healthy, a lot of chicken this week, and then doing a ton of push-ups. Oh, my lunch is simple. I do 2 eggs. I do 3/4 cup egg whites, feta cheese, and a whole avocado, and then like peppers and onions that are all fried up in there as well. Boom. That was my lunch every single day this week. I dropped 10 pounds. That's insane. But I did do a ton of pickleball in the last 10 days. I've played 7 times, which is good. But yeah, we're just talking health at the start here. I'm going to my health chart on my phone here just to see if I can see my steps each day. I don't know. Will it show me? There's the steps. Let's go back here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah. Is that showing my steps each day? Today's the 8th. Oh, that's weird. Not showing my steps each day, but yeah, the one day 17,000 steps. That does it. Plus the push-ups, so good. I mean, the push-ups are fun. I feel like I could do a lot more, so I'm going to start diving into doing more here as well. The road to the summertime, I want to be able to get rid of the dad bod, bring on some muscle. And this morning, you can see the push-ups here. I did 30 in my first 2 sets. I've rarely been able to do that before. and I felt really good doing it, everybody. So it's starting to come in here. You can see the very first day was on the 3rd, and I did 105. I was toast that day, like toast. Now I feel I could probably do 200 a day. But yeah, I pause at 125 today. I just went a little wild. My daughter, I did 20, and then she came in and she did 6, so I did 6 more with her. It's fun to work out with your kid, get a little more physically fit. So that's my physical talk for the day. Continue to eat well. Tonight should be falling off the rails on that for Super Bowl. We have chips and spring rolls and nachos, and I'm bringing over chicken. So there's something. So we'll see how it goes tonight for the Super Bowl. But yeah, good times. Man, that was so nice of you. Thank you for the donation. Really, really, really appreciated. That goes a huge, long way for the family over here. Just talking about options real quick. I'll make a video on this down the road here, but we'll show you the behind the scenes on the live over here. So this is my starting cash. I've actually removed approximately $400 and paid off margin with it here. But I started with $1,600 cash, and I started November 19th. And so I call it the wheel approach, but I haven't had the wheel yet. Some people say it's not the true wheel if you undercut the price that much. So whatever, right? So it will be the wheel if I want it to be. Like right now, I'll show you where I can be. But so started with $1,600. Started with TSLL, which was at a $15 strike price. That generated $44. I got a little trigger happy and closed it 3 days early. That cost me $6 to do it, so a profit of $38. Did it again the next week for 2 weeks out, and so $16.50. You can see the price went up here. So I had to have $1,650 in my account to be able to afford to do this. So I got $47. I closed it a day early because it was getting really close, and I think it would have been over. I would have been assigned there, and so which could have worked out because it ended up going up to like the $20 range, but whatever. So there we are, $3 to close it early. Then I got into the CLSK world, $12.50 for December 19th, made 30. I rolled it to January 9th, made 56. Rolled it again January 30th. $61. In the same time, I opened a new one in a stock called Open over here. It paid me $14 for a $6 cash secure put. Sold cash secure put. Closed it a little bit early. Cost me $2 to do so. And then my last one here is CLSK. I had to roll it again. So that was 1, 2, 3 rolls of that same cash secure put down to $12, and that generated $41. So a total of $282. All of this is generated. The hardest part about this whole thing was researching, trying to find like a stock or an ETF that pays a good premium, but also something that I wouldn't mind owning if anything happened to it. You can see I did have cash to do Open again, but it wasn't generating enough premium. I didn't know if I wanted to own it at $5, so I just got out of that completely. And that's where I put that additional $400 into my margin just to kind of get rid of it. So yeah, there you go, right? So I'm doing okay. CLSK is in the $10 region right now, so we've got this week coming up to see what happens with it. If Bitcoin goes up, then it's going to go up as well. So I have a feeling if Bitcoin stays around here, like tomorrow, the price of CLSK should go up like 50 cents or so. We'll see what happens. If this price goes down, CLSK will follow suit. If it goes up, CLSK will follow suit. It'll go up as well. But not banking on Bitcoin being stable, that's for sure. I don't care. Whatever happens, happens. If I need to roll it again, I will. For further out, I will. Or I could just get assigned the shares here, 100 shares of CLSK, and write a covered call for a month from now. It's virtually the same thing. But we'll see what happens, right? We got another 5 days to go in the trading market to see what happens with Bitcoin and CLSK's price here. But I'm happy so far. 17% profit since November 19th on that. And when's it going to? February 13th. So what's the math on that? 3 months? So yeah, 3 months, 17%. That's not too bad. You know, that's roughly 5% a month. That's pretty darn good. So yeah, pretty good for sure. So anyways, that's I like to keep track of it, just to kind of have an idea of where my money's at, and that's one of the things I'm tracking right there. So far we've talked about push-ups. I almost got into a System of a Down song when I said that. Push-ups. I won't do the rest. And now we talked about my options. Woohoo! Anybody here doing options? Going up into the chat here. Going up into the chat. Eat the egg yolks. Well, I got Clive. I went to Costco and I got the egg white cartons. It comes in like a 4-pack, and so it's super simple. You just pour it into a measuring cup, put it in. Boom. Tastes good. Life's good. Lean protein. Good. Pizza and wings here. Nice. Yeah, there's no diet necessary on Super Bowl Sunday for sure. Pizza and wings sound good to me. That is for sure. Rob Wong, I only hear from you on the lives. How are you? Precious metals. Okay. Yeah, they took probably a hit in the last week, didn't they? But they had a huge climb, no doubt, the prior few weeks before that. But that's awesome. Good stuff. Clive, I got your email yesterday. Man, that was a pretty picture. I love the look of that of that lineup there. That was great. Oh, it's so good. So good. Wolf says the best wheel is when you never get assigned, since you don't have to worry about the stock continuing to fall after it's assigned. I agree with that. So far, so good, right? Nothing's assigned yet. CLSK is definitely close. It could be assigned this week, or I could roll it again. You know, something I could easily do and might reduce the premium I take in, but I could roll it for a month from now, bring it down to an 11.50 strike price, still get a little bit of premium, but rolling it down is going to allow me, if I end up getting assigned later, getting them at a cheaper cost, right? So that's definitely something that could happen. We'll find out. The drama will ensue here in the next 5 days, so we'll find out what happens. Hey, what's going on? Grinding Gratire? I love it. How are you? We're going to talk blocks. Yeah, I want to talk a little blocks today. I know a little bit, not a lot of it, about the fund, and I'm a big fan of blocks on Twitter. Yeah, a big fan. I like them. So we'll talk a little bit about that today. Grinding a little bit of everything: health options, weather, push-ups, gold. Yeah, I'm doing it all, buddy. We're doing it all over here. Real estate, the other job. Oh my God, the other job. I got to quit the job. The worst job ever. And get into full-time real estate. Real estate right now, though, might be a rocky road over the next 1 to 2 years. A lot of people are going to be defaulting on mortgages. Over 1 million people need to redo their mortgage this year. And the last time they did it, the interest rates were in the 2% range. Now we're in the like high threes, like around 3.98 to 4. I think mine's like 4.10. So their bills are gonna get a little more expensive, that's for sure. So a lot of defaults on mortgages, which is not good. So we might have a rough year in real estate over here, maybe 2 up here in Canada. We'll see. Oh, Bitto. Bitto was an interesting one. I noticed that had a sharp decline over the last month here. But yeah, we'll talk about blocks for show. I'm just going to go through the chat here. I've heard of this IAUI. Yeah. Have I lost hope in Misty? I have not lost hope in Misty. Let's pull it up over here. I guess I can get rid of NVIDIA. It's not one of my positions anymore. I'll zoom out. So I just did a full video on Misty this week, but no, I haven't lost hope. One thing I will say though is I understand it more now, more than ever. Um, Premiums have gone way down because share price has gone way down. Why has share price gone down? Mr. went down, Bitcoin went down all year long. So it's just following suit, right? So if Bitcoin can stay where it's at right now and go up, Mr. will do the same thing. Misty will do the same thing, probably not at the same rate that Mr. will climb, because the underlyings, when they climb, they fly. And what will happen with these YieldMax funds or other high yield funds out there, they get capped in their share price. And so Misty will climb, but not as high as Mr. or as quickly as Mr. But what will happen is they'll pay out a decent premium all the time, right? Which is good right now because of a year, let's call it 14 months of slowing down in Bitcoin. This has come way down in price, which is not exciting to me. It's the opposite of exciting. I was just gonna say exciting backwards there, but I won't do that to you. I mean, I'll just highlight these two right here for you. Is it this color? Sure. Let's go red. That's bad, right? That's really bad. My average cost $112. My current price, 24 bucks. Get out of here. Not good. Not a big fan of that at all. So, I mean, I understand why, right? So, you know what would be cool if they could put in some protective measures, better protective measures for downside protection. I mean, they have all of this cash hanging around. It would be interesting if they could implement some of that cash for the downside protection. I know they have winter out there, which is it's focused on the downside. Could we do something to protect our share price a little bit? That'd be cool. So I'm not giving up on it. Do I love it? No, I don't love it. That's for sure. Like, look at the share price, my current market value. I don't love that. But to put it in perspective, I have taken all of the distributions for probably 6 to 8 months now and put them elsewhere. So yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm just sitting here dripping back into it and that's the price of it. So I've been taking the distributions out of here and moving them into other things. So what are those other things? A lot of margin that paid for my alti. Also a lot of margin that paid for my, let's see here. Things are getting sloppy over here. Here we are. A lot of margin, not margin, but paid for my Hui shares. Paid for my HHIS shares. I haven't updated this. We're in the 802 range right here. So I should update this one here shortly. I'll do a video on HHIS for the Canadian content out there. Yeah, I mean, I haven't updated since July. Wow. But yeah, this is my biggest holding in my account right now. It's actually 40% of my account, which is psychotic. We got to bring that down quite a bit. So that's HHIS is it for now. It's capped for now. Eventually I'm going to let it drip, but right now I'm taking the distributions and paying off my margin that I used to buy MSTR shares with. What's up, more sugar? How you doing? Hope you're doing great. Oh, my parents are coming. Hey, Nicole, my parents are coming to Vancouver Island in March. They're going to some super expensive hotel. My aunt's a travel agent, so they got a big discount at this super expensive hotel. And they're going to travel around for 3 weeks, I think. So they're excited about that. Should be a good trip for them. More sugar. Oh, give me 1 second. I just heard a 6-year-old sound like a Sasquatch out there. I just redid my mortgage 2 weeks ago. Went from 1.92. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, tough times, right? Tough times. Did it do anything to your payment, Tim? If you're getting a new mortgage out there up here in Canada, I would recommend that you shop around at least 5 to 6 weeks before it actually happens, because you want to make sure it gives time. Like if you're transferring from one, like let's call it a bank to another lender out there, you want to give it time for them to be able to switch your mortgage information to that new lender. So if you have a mortgage broker, as an example, they're going to go look at every single rate out there. You pick the one you want, but if you're doing it like the week before, well, that's not good. You don't have time to switch it from one lender to another at that point. So, 5 weeks, it should be enough time to be able to do that. But, I never really liked mortgage brokers because I didn't know anything about them a year ago. But man, they can be so useful for you. They can look at every single rate out there. And I didn't know how mortgage brokers got paid. So came into the room. I didn't know if you knew how mortgage brokers get paid, but they get paid by the lender for finding them business, right? So I think that's such a good idea uh, to employ a mortgage broker to find you the best rate possible. So I've got a couple now that I use here, which is cool. And my little pitch to people looking to buy a house, first time home buyers, is I've got 3 mortgage brokers. One's a girl, she's great, super personal. One's a guy, he's super techie, got a great social media, and very, very kind. And then the third one is a shark, and he is going to get the best rate possible. And he also has called me every single week to let me know about rates. And he's very, very on the ball. And then the benefit to him for me is that he'll pay me 10%. So people go from there, right? You pick which one you want. But yeah, mortgage talk, good stuff. Wolf, I got TDAC, T-SPY, GPIQ, and starting to buy SPY. Give me 1 second here. I just need to say something to the person behind this door over here. She's stuffing things under the door behind me, everybody. She wanted to be on YouTube. Not happening. You are not going on the internet. Too funny. Or I have a lot of blocks and some other BTC. Yeah, that's the thing with me. I probably won't buy any more Bitcoin related funds out there. I'm pretty stuck on what I have with it, right? So BC Clive is expensive. It's similar to Ontario. Specifically Vancouver is very expensive. Very similar to Ontario. BCE. There you go. Bell. It is an interesting company, right? So the problem with Bell is that they borrowed a ton of money from the Canadian government to put in, I think the number was $20 billion from 2016 to 2020 to install infrastructure, fiber optic lines to make their 5TV product, to make a lot of different products for the Canadians. And then the interest rates went up. And so they had to pay back that debt, but with a higher interest rate now all of a sudden, right? So that's why the share price is going down. But yeah, Canadian cell phone sales have gone down, which is a key indicator. Funny enough, it's a key indicator on the economy. So when cell phone sales go down, it means the economy is coming down as well, because people aren't going out there every year or 2 years to buy that new phone. Funny, right? Bring cash. You think so? Let's see here. Still own about 800 shares. 800 shares. That's amazing, Wolf. Yeah, mine's at 80. What is it at? 89? 89 shares. It was 87, but my brokerage dripped 2 out of random, which I'm not too happy about. However, the price went up massively, so I'm guessing I'm up on those 2 shares, right? But I was counting on that cash to pay my margin off, so that's why I'm not too happy. I mean, we're talking like $48 here. Nothing crazy or anything, but there you go. Yeah, Misty is down huge this week, or this last 12 months, 14 months. But there are some, surprisingly, that are worse. MSTW, no doubt it's going to be worse, because it's leveraged. And then you have MST, and then in Canada, you hear about all these horror stories in Canada with MSTE down massive, right, because of Bitcoin. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with this Bitcoin right here. Just hanging around 71,000, and you can see the climb. It bounced off 60,000 down here, even though it says 61,395. It was 60,000. Since then, it's up 16% in just the last 2 days, which is that's a lot. That's a lot. So we'll see how it goes this week. Hopefully, nobody says anything crazy out there, but yeah. Protective measures. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about with the YieldMax screw. Wouldn't that be nice? I wonder if there is anything that they could do to fix that, right? Curve funds, yeah, TSLP, AMSP, and KYLD. I heard all of those are doing well. I heard KYLD is doing well, that's for sure. I haven't spent much time on those, but you know what I should do, Tim, is maybe write them down and do a video on them. Would you want that to happen? Writer. I'm always looking for new ideas. The problem I would like to, not the problem. Let's see here. The thing I would like to do is make videos that can actually help you. So let me write those down and maybe do a little research on that stuff. TSLP, AMSP. AMSP probably got hit lately, right? Because of Amazon sinking like a stone. I just watched a video on one of their new data centers this morning. It is massive, that's for sure. But yeah, they didn't do so hot after earnings. Let's go. What is Amazon's stock or stock symbol? AMZ, AMZN. Check this out. Down 11% after earnings there. I don't know. I thought they had great earnings. There it is right there. They beat it. They beat everything. Revenue up 1%. Not good enough, apparently, for the people. This kind of looks like the border to Canada right there. There's the Great Lakes, New York down here. You got Saskatchewan. You got Minnesota down here. Hey, the legend's in the house. Oh man, I remember like a year ago we were talking like, oh, if we can get 100% return, perfect world, in 2 years or in a year we doubled our money, all of that stuff. But then the market took a tank on Bitcoin. That's the big one, right? So ifs and buts, what's the nuts? If the market had just continued to go up, then of course you would have got your 100% return. And I say the market, I'm talking about Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin had kept going up instead of going down for a full year, we'd be singing a different story, but that's not what happened. On their other funds, though, like NVIDIA, I'm not sure why the share price is not also going up, seeing as NVIDIA went up huge in the last 12 months. I could see why CONY went down. AMZ, pretty boring, not super volatile. Like, let's go look at Amazon here in the last year. Down 9%, but I mean, April, wow, that's crazy. April 21st, they had a bigger spike there. April 8th till now, up 23%. So you would think AMZ would be doing well. Apple's pretty stable. Yeah, it's interesting, that's for sure. But remember, their pure goal is income, money. Yeah, Wolf and I are hoping for a Bitcoin rally here. Wolf's got a lot of different Mr. type products for ETFs out there. Nice. Yeah, pay the mortgage off. I mean, it's definitely a strategy, right? Pay that mortgage off as fast as possible. and then invest. Dave Ramsey, right? He doesn't like debt at all, so pay the mortgage off as fast as humanly possible. There's always two mindsets to that one. Um, which one are you better off on? Investing heavy into, let's just call it the S&P 500, or paying off your mortgage. Where would you be? Would you be further ahead, right? So, what did he say? If you are so heavily convinced that investing is better than paying off your mortgage, why don't you just go all in on investing? That's what he said. Why not go 50, stop the 50-50 business, just go all the way, invest all you want, right? And then once you get that income from the investing, then pay your mortgage off with it. But yeah, it's definitely a thought, that's for sure. But I mean, mortgages are pretty high numbers. For the first couple of years of a mortgage, you're really only paying interest down. It doesn't, I mean, 2-3 years later is when you start seeing your payments actually take your mortgage down a notch or two. So lived in this house for 5 years, 5 years and 4 months. And yeah, we're seeing our mortgage, every payment drop now quite a bit, which is good, right? So we're paying more into the principal than the actual interest at this point, that's a nice thing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I know for us, we started at 25 years to pay this house off, and we're at 15 years left now. So in the 5 years that we've lived here, we have removed 10 years worth of payments. So that's good, right? It's good. Oh, Michael Anthony in the house. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing great. I've been hearing Friday was a dead cat bounce from others that I like to know if anything is safe when data comes next week from data, but from a million layoffs. Oh, did you guys hear about this? So many layoffs happened in the U.S., job losses, that they are, what did they say about it? That the amount of people that are out of work were in the recession, like area of jobless claims out there. So that's something to pay attention to. It's such a risky time to invest heavy right now into speculative plays, growth plays. I don't know. It's kind of sketchy right now, especially with the government kind of spouting off about ridiculous things and making large claims. But I won't get into that. But yeah, it's hard to like say I'm going to go and put a bunch of money into this or that with all of the different negative speculation out there. That's for sure. Jobless claims is a bad thing for stock markets. So just be cautious with what you invest. For me, just to tell you what I do, I invest what I can afford to lose, and I try not to invest above my means. Although I kind of contradict myself, seeing as I bought 6 shares of Mister on margin, but I had a very set, dedicated plan to pay that off in 2 months. So with distributions getting from MSTY, HUI, HHIS, some bank stock or ETF that I just recently got, HYLP. I forget the actual letters to it, but yeah. So that's when I get into margin, I have a plan on how to pay that margin off. What if Bitcoin tanks down to 50,000? Well, MSTY's going to tank as well. It's going to pay less money to me, so it might take me 3 months to pay it off. But I've got a plan to do it, right? I don't just sit there and drop 20 grand in margin and know that I can't afford to pay that back. I want to know I should be able to pay this back in a certain time before I get that margin out. So, and actually that was a struggle for me to margin Mr. MSTR. But it took me a little while to say, yeah, I'm comfortable doing this. And yeah, here we go. We're doing it. We're doing it, right? So layoffs, recession, all of that stuff, bad news. Curve sure does. And people are seeming to like Curve. I should do maybe a little bit more on Curve, but yeah, for sure. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing? Curve and NEOS. Yeah, I've got NEOS sitting up here. I wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit. QQQI has been really, really good. SPY been, let's take one really away from that, been just really good. And then IWMI also great over the last 12 months. And we can dive into all of those today. Yep. Pepsi, KO. Is KO Coke? Uh-huh. Yeah, I haven't looked at Evolve at all, Clive. I've got their advertisements in my on my Facebook, but Harvest has been good, that's for sure. Portfolio covers my rent most of the time. Wow, that's awesome, man. I love that. Bitto didn't have a great little bit here. You know what? I'm going to take a pause on the comments. You guys keep them coming, though. I appreciate you so much. Also, if you could do me a big favor, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you long term over here. Spending my time hanging out with you guys instead of with the family. That's not all too bad. But I appreciate that the minor support you could do. The easiest thing you could do to support is subscribe, like, and not just comment in the live chat, but also once the video comes out after it renders through YouTube's service here, commenting on the actual video that is going to happen there. So let's go through a little bit about NEOS over here. They are definitely doing well. They have a ton of funds out there. You can tell by the numbers that people really enjoy these funds. We're talking $8 billion in AUM for QQQI. SPY 7 billion, almost 8 billion, right? We're only a couple $100 million off. And then you got the Russell $604 million there. Those are probably the top two are the most popular. And then down below we have BTCI 901 million. A lot of money in this one as well. And you know, a lot of people that watch this channel, they jump ship from one ETF to another without really doing a ton of research on them. So I would be cautious what you do before you do it. If you want to jump over to these funds, go research their past performance, go research what they're doing, go research what could happen to them, and compare them to their underliers, right? So SPY here, its underlying is VOO, VOO, or the S&P 500. QQQI is its underlying is the QQQ. So go research that before you actually go buy into it. So yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm going to unplug my microphone, plug it back in here. Can you guys hear me? I'm just going to test my audio. Whenever the computer starts going ding dong, that is a good sign that I've got too many things plugged in. All right. Okay, we're good. Our audio is good over here. Woohoo! Yeah, so these are good ones. I mean, I love going to the website and checking it out. I also like going to the drip calculator, typing them into here. So SPY, and then I want to bad request. Can we do it again? SPY. Okay, there we go. That time it worked. And then I want to go compare it to QQQI. And we'll just compare them since QQQI came out, which was January 30th, 2024. A couple years old here. And you can see they both performed fairly well. The things that I really look at is total return. So you can see SPY's total return since that day was 35%. That's really good. And then 41%, even better for QQQI. Had a massive bounce from the April 4th here. That's this one right here of this year all the way up. Wow, what a springboard. Sounds like we got a lot of Canadians in the room here talking Evolve and Harvest. And I really like popping your comments into the chat, helping other people. I think that's what this is all about, right? We want to help each other get ahead. So really appreciate that. EPR J Hecht says Bitto Been all right. Yeah, I think I mean, let's go check this out here. How do I get rid of this? Close? All right, gone. Let's go Bido. Yeah. See, this is the problem. It's a Bitcoin fund, right? So in the last year down 57%. Can I do it here? Bido. Let's see. I can. So 2022 it came out. I mean, wow, that's really good. 37% total return. Oh, my bad. 196, even better. Since 2022. But you can see the last year because of Bitcoin going down. Not good in the last 12 months. But I mean, let's zoom out to 2022, which we're talking like 3.5 years ago, a little bit more than that, but 196% return. That's massive. So if you think that Bitcoin will have a massive run, that could be a good fund to have your money in. Could be. I'm not putting my money in it, but it could be a good fund for you. Tiger's in the house. We should have a fight. Wolf against Tiger. Who would win? Now, will Wolf have a wolf pack with them? Tiger lone wolf? Pun intended. Sold out of high yield. Stock picking funds went into XDTE, yep. TSYX and TDAX. Well, more money is needed for higher income. The stability. I like stability as well. I agree. What's up, Ben? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, stability is a big thing for me too these days. I really enjoy that too, for sure. Ben's in the house, everyone. Everybody say hi. Clive, thank you. Evolve has 3 ETFs that pay twice a month. CONY, SD, and QDay. Oh, QDay. I remember doing some research on QDay. I didn't love QDay from what I remembered. And SD I've heard of, but I haven't researched it. But that's cool. I love it. You know what? Let me write them down. SD, QDay, and what was the other one? Oh, Canny. Never heard of that. But we can do a little video on Evolve, that's for sure. Thanks for that. Gotcha. Yeah, you would need more money to pay your income for sure. Yeah, man, I agree. Completely agree with you on that. Hey, my retirement trading. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing great. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. They've been good, right? Nothing wrong with them, I don't think. They've been very, very good. That's for sure. Definitely something I will. How do I want to say this? I will look at, but it's not on my priority list right now. But it's close to being on my priority list. Yeah, I've got a couple of other things I want to get into first, but it will definitely creep in there for sure. For sure, for sure. Like right now, I got my HHIS. Once this margin's paid off, I'm going to put that on full drip. And then I think that's going to be like every 4 years, it's going to double type thing if everything holds up the way it is right now. But so that's going to be one thing I'm going to get on the drip. I'm going to get my bank ETF up there from Harvest up to enough shares to start buying me, 5 to 10 a month, and then let that drip. And then after I'm done that, that's when I think I'm going to start getting into maybe one of these QQQIs and SPYIs. But that's going to be maybe a year away from where I'm at right now. Unless I could sell like 4 or 5 houses quick here, then I can get into that quicker. But yeah. The other thing is I'm going to be taking my income, not my income tax, if you will, from real estate and putting it into a safer fund out there. But I want it to be a Canadian safer fund so I don't have to pay tax on it. HYLD has been super safe for the last, 8 years. So that might be something where I put my my tax into, my 30% from real estate for the year, and then at tax season pay off taxes with that, right? And hopefully make a little bit of money in the interim with HYLD, which is a Canadian fund. Oh, thanks so much, Ben. Appreciate you. Tiger says, for example, for $1,000 distribution a week XDTE, you need roughly 395 grand. That's it. While blocks only requires 150,000. Yeah. Ladder requires more reinvestment, which makes 40% yield awful while taking huge drawdowns. Yeah. XDTE. I'm interested in knowing more about that one. Let's go up here. I did do a video on this last July. Yeah, so it took a huge hit here last year. Well, this past year in April, from January to April there. But let's go April 8th, which is probably that one right there, till now. I mean, look at that. It's only down 0.6%. Oh, let me get your comment out of the way. I'll bring this up so you guys can see that. Sorry about that. April 8th till now, down 0.60%, 24 cents. But you got a good distribution every single, I think this one is a week, right? Every week it pays. Let's go take a gander over here. I got to be quick on the button to turn my camera off if this child of mine comes in. I think, yeah, it does pay every single week. And there you go, right? So 10 cents, just 5 cents the last payment. Yikes. Not even. Yeah, 5 cents. That's crazy. That's super low. But yeah, there's all of its distributions. That must have been a special distribution, $1.38 of extra money that they had throughout the year that they have to pay out. But their payments are all over the map here. 21, 20, 16, 10, 5. Last two payments have been terrible. But yeah, no, you're totally right. You need a lot more money to bring in $1,000. That's for sure. But it's an interesting fund. QDTE is the other one. I did videos on these a long time ago. A long time ago. These are all my lives. Let's go to videos. How long ago? It was like last summer I did it. Not this past summer, the summer before when they first came out. They came out in March. If I get this right, I'm very proud of myself. I think it was March 11th they came out. We'll go investigate if I'm right or not on that. Holy, it's going to be a while here. March 11th is the date in my head. I could be wrong. But XDTE, QDTE, there it is. There's my video, August 30th, 2024. I did a couple of videos on them way back when, reviewing. And, you know, I remember the review. I liked them. I knew they were going to pay a little bit less. That's for sure. There it is, August 28th, XDTE review. This is 2024, right? So more than a year ago. So things could be different now than what they were back then. And I did another one on QDT. Let's go see if I'm right. Was it March 11th? Let's go find out. Back button. Let's go. Oh my gosh, you guys. I was so close. March 8th, 2024. I'm proud of myself. Why do I know that? Does anybody else do that out there? You know these things? Q Day. I don't, yeah, for me, I'm not I don't know. I think Q Day is the one that I haven't really loved. I want to go look it up though. Q Day. Oh yeah. Can I go here? Loading the charts. Thank you. Let's go all the way back 5 years here. Yeah, so it's kind of hanging out. Doesn't change price at all since it's come out, which was July of this year. I remember this one when it came out. Yeah. Can I go up here and go Canadian dividend? Where was it? Dividend calculator. Is this the one? Oh no, that's not it. Nope. All right. Well, we're done with that one. I'll look at Q Day another day though. That's an interesting one for sure. All right. Yeah. There you go. Exactly. Thank you, Ben. Cheers. I'm drinking my Greens Plus over here. Here's what I've had today. 4 cups of coffee. Love you more. 1 glass of water with creatine in it. And now this is Greens Plus. And then a bunch of glasses of water. Getting hydrated, but creatine sucks the water out of you. Yeah. Holy smokes, you guys are way ahead of me in the chat here. Dividends are addictive, that's for sure. Metal Mania. First tape ever Metal Mania was Master of Puppets. Metallica. First tape ever. Second tape ever. You guys can probably tell how old I am. Beastie Boys, Ill Communication. How about you? Yeah. Oh, see, yeah, Stock Analysis is a good site for that as well, Wolf, for sure. SCHD, everybody. Looking good over the last couple of days. SCHD. Let's go check it out here. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Oh my gosh. Look at that. Right? So big climb. Let's say like November 20th till now. Up 18% share price. This is the one that people were like, SCHD boring. I'm out. I'm going to go do the high yield stuff. But seems to be pretty faithful here. Seems to be doing all right in the last 5 years, up 40% share price, plus paying out that dividend, right? Not too shabby at all. That's the most research I've ever done on SCHD right there. You just watched it live. I don't have much more than that on that one. I've just seen a lot of comments online on the old Twitter machine about that one there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Anybody here want to join my push-up gang? We got a push-up gang over here. Stepped up on Super Bowl Sunday, 131 push-ups for the day. 6 days in a row of over 100 push-ups. Total of 736 push-ups in 6 days. I'm going for 2,000 in February. I'm poised to crush that. I'm doing 125 push-ups a day with Meat Diet Diary and team until Bitcoin reaches 125,000. Boom. I'm jacked. Just kidding. I'm quite obese. Trying to work on that, though. We're bringing it down just a little bit every day. Just a little bit every day. I like that Steak says goals are meant to be crushed. You've got it right, Steak. Heck yeah. What the heck? David Nichols liked a tweet of mine from, speaking of blocks here. David Nicholas seems like a good person, that's for sure. I watched a lot of his interviews. I quite enjoy him. Seems like a nice guy. I like it. Oh, check it out. So I'm guessing he's part of the title team, because there's Jay right there. But yeah, there you go. I haven't done too much research on their backers or anything like that, but yeah, there's Jay. Boom. This guy looks like Mike Venuto with a beard. I don't think it's him. I don't know. Don't recognize anybody else on that panel. Yeah, HYLD. That was my very first high yield fund out there. I had that, and I had DF.to, which was a split share fund. And whenever COVID happened, it just tanked. And so it went away. Didn't pay any distributions for years. So I got rid of HYLD to buy into the high yield stuff. So Tesla was the first one I bought with my HYLD money. Yeah, too funny, eh? Boom, boom, boom. You know what, Tim? It's all good. 200 shares of Bitto? Yeah, so that one's punched you right in the face for the last year, hasn't it? But hopefully it can pick its way up right now. Hopefully you're good at blocking. Yeah. VD. Yeah. Jimmy. So far so good, right? But my retirement, I'm talking, you're talking about the NEOS funds. So far, so good. That's for sure. I agree. That is for sure. I've got messages coming in over here. We're getting ready for Super Bowl. Cousin just messaged to see if we're around next weekend. I don't know. We'll find out. Living on divs? I think you're close to it, aren't you, Clive? You're close to it. Yeah. Nice. I'm not close to it. Canada's starting to step up. We were behind, weren't we, on the high yield world? Now, Harvest is starting to use leverage, 1.5 times leverage. So, yeah, we're getting there, that's for sure. Mayor NWNRW, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Hope I'm not being rude with my question, but why would you drip anything if you don't need the? Why would you drip anything? You don't need the income. Just get that not underperforming underlying. Yeah, for me, the reason I was dripping was to build that particular fund up, to build it, just let it build itself. So that's why I was dripping. A lot of people, especially, I'll give you an example, okay? YieldMax, like a year ago, changed the way they paid out their distributions. I don't know if you guys recall this or not. But they used to announce and then have the X date, but the payment date was like 2 weeks later. So at that stage, I wasn't dripping because I would then I would wait. I would take the distribution and wait till the next month and then invest on the X distribution date. But then they changed it up to make it so that it would, they announced X distribution date and they'd pay the next day. So there wasn't enough time for the ETF price to increase in between that period of time. So I just dripped it, let it do it itself. So that's reason one. Reason number two is my brokerage here in Canada, they get the distribution, but they don't display it on my account until a day or two later. But if I drip it, they reinvest it for me that day or two sooner, funny enough. Now, if it's a Canadian ETF, then they show it right away. But that's the reason I was dripping. I was dripping CONY, MSTY, NVIDIA for a long time, Alti for a few months. And then I've just turned the drip off everything right now because now I'm taking every single distribution, paying off margin with it. But I don't know. Hopefully that answered your question. What about you? What are your thoughts on it? Not rude at all. Thanks for asking. Appreciate you being here. Retired at 50. Nice. Way to go. Yeah, that's my next one. TFSA. I just looked at my RRSP. Those are cooking. They're doing great because they were invested in SPY-like activities. Oh, that's awesome, Jimmy. Yeah. Nice, more sugar. I like that. Just going through the chat here. I think I'm catching up to you guys. Wow, 31 people. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate the time you give me. And hopefully you enjoy the time I give you with a like and a subscribe, comment on the actual video. After the video airs too, if you're on your cell phones, hold on one second here. Let me just bring it up. Let me just see if this is true or not. Let's go to my channel. Yep, there we are. That's me. Not the live though. Turn that down. Boom, 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 boom. Get rid of that video. If I go to any video on here that has aired over the last 7 days on my cell phone, I can go ahead and hype it up. So along the scrolly bar where the thumbs up is. Oh yeah, hang on. I'm going to make myself bigger here. Let's get rid of this. Boom. See that video? That's me. So right here, there's a hype button. Right along the scrolly bar, there's a like. There's a join for members if you want to become a member. There's clipping if you want to remix my content, you can do that. Then there's a hype button right there. And you can hype it. This particular video has 4,200 points. And right now my channel is number 100 on the leaderboard, and I have 53,000 points. Wow, thank you, everybody. I don't know if that's gonna be backwards for you or not, but 53,000. That's amazing. Appreciate that. So yeah, keep the hypes going. I don't know what that's gonna do. Hopefully it shares my channel with more humans out there. That's that'd be cool for sure. I'm also working on maybe interviewing some of the fund managers, things like that. Working on other things like brand deals for the channel. YouTube doesn't pay bills at all. The highest income I made in a month was $1,500. That's pretty good, but normally it's like $200. So, spending an hour, this video right here for the hour right now, it's probably gonna make me like $3. So it's nothing like it's not glamorous. It's not good for income. So I've got emails out to different companies out there for sponsorship ideas. So hopefully they come back, right? I'm also, funny enough, doing voiceover work for a new app out here in Southern Ontario. And I showed them some of my other voiceover work, and they liked it. So they're paying me to do voiceovers for them, which is really cool. The app name is On Callable. And it's a new app. Right now it's in Southern Ontario, where they are trying to, let's say I needed somebody to cut my grass, right? And so instead of going on Facebook, who can cut my grass, right? I just go on the app and I say, I'm looking for a grass cutter. And then 5 of them show up, whoever's on there. They're all rated by other customers. They give me a quote right there before they come to my house. I'll do it for $50 and I have a 5-star rating. Cool. I pay $50 into the app right now. They come to my house. They do a job. We both checkmark that it's done. We rate each other, kind of like Uber. And they get their money right away. They don't have to chase me for the money. They don't have to come knocking on my door with a hammer. So I'm doing some voiceover work for them. A little side income over here. But yeah, just trying to, get by over here, everybody. So the likes, the subscribes, the comments, the hypes. These are really easy things you can do out there. I bet you some of you are probably in the same boat doing the same thing, trying to get your side hustle on over there, trying to grind, get ahead in life, and I appreciate that. Oh, Ben, whenever I'm behind on a live, I just put it up to 1.5 or 2.0 speed, and then I catch up really quick. What chart did I put up that was $24? I don't even know. It was a long time ago, I bet you. Yeah. Special distribution is a trap. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and now look at it, right? 5 cent, 10 cent? No, thank you. I'm not interested. I mean, it's good. It seems to be very stable, only down 0.60%. Let's call it 0.5% over the year. But it gave you a decent distribution every single week. That's nice, right? I bet you QDTE paid more and was better in total return than the XDTE one. They have a Russell one as well. By the dips. Oh, man. I want to eat dip so bad right now, but I better not. 24.16. I don't know if anybody caught it. Josh the Vegan's in the house, everybody. Josh the Vegan. How are you doing, buddy? Josh the Vegan has been around since the dawn of time. How you doing, big guy? You know who I miss is Greeny. I think you're on the Greeny channel as well. I wonder what he's doing right now. I should email him to say, how are you? What's going on? I am going to email him. I got his email. Boom, boom. Still alive. It's like crawling. We're crawling down here. Shoulder surgery. Oh no. My shoulder's messed up too from pickleball. Playmaker in the house. Go Pats. I don't really have a vested interest in tonight's game, but I love the Patriots story coming from the depths of hell to the Super Bowl. Oh my goodness, right? They came out of nowhere. Weren't they? They were like last place last year, were they not? My team's the Bills. That's really all I focus on. I don't really look at any other team. Football if we go top 4 sports in North America, hockey number 1, basketball number 2, baseball number 3, football number 4. Sometimes basketball is more enjoyable to watch than hockey too. But yeah, I am in 2 hockey pools, 1 basketball pool, 3 baseball pools, no football pools. But yeah, I'll cheer for the Patriots with you. Let's go. Should be a good night. See you, more sugar. How you doing? Have a great day, buddy. Do 50 push-ups for the price of Bitcoin to fall 50,000. Let's hope not. Yeah. Yeah, Roundhill hasn't performed very well, right? Leverage in a down market. Not doing so hot. But the market takes off. Could be okay. We'll see. Yeah. Rob Wong. I heard it was 17 degrees in Calgary the other day. Is that true? Is that true? I just got a note from a friend. They're just hanging out with the family tonight. User. Covered on. I wonder when the Canadian government will decide to change the tax code for them. You know what? Yeah, like, tax-free savings account, TFSA. They had some pretty hard rules on that, like day trading, that sort of thing. So I'd be curious about that as well. I'd be curious for that as well. We'll see what happens. They might, right? And they also stepped in for capital gains a couple times, made some tax rules on that one too. But you're right. That could be interesting. You have to rewind. Rewind, Michael Anthony. Rewind. Rob Wong took a huge loss with CONY. Yeah, my loss was not huge on CONY, but it was there. Is this it here? I don't own these anymore. I got rid of CONY in July. So realized loss. There it is. $750 on a $4,054 investment. That was my huge loss. So I mean that's what is that, like 25%? I need to do that math. Once I say a number, I need to get it right. 2750 divided by 40, 54, 18% loss. I was way off. So, whatever. Whatever. I had it for just over 12 months. Q day. It might have been Q day. Yeah. If it was on the Yahoo Finance page, it was Q day. In the interest of time, I'm going to skip some of these. You guys are just chit-chatting to each other. I like it. Yeah. Yep. It is live. It's live. Jester's in the house. What's up, buddy? How you doing? I hope you're great. Nice. What do you guys got planned for tonight? Are you watching the Super Bowl? Bad Bunny? I have the best video of my dog. Hang on. You know what? I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Give me a second here, okay? You guys want to see my dog? And it's to a Bad Bunny song. I think it took me an hour to make this YouTube short, everybody. My old boy, he's 14 and a half years old. And on his last legs, literally. Let's see if I could find it here for you. All right, going to the shorts. That's not the one. Why not, eh? You're here? Why not? It's way back there. Oh. And I timed this perfect. Oh, here it is. Boom. 34 seconds. Let's play it out. I'll share my screen with you in a second with audio. Here we go. Oh. Settings. Audio. Oh, you might not be able to hear. Stop sharing. Closing. Oh, entire screen, share audio. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. This is my dog. This is Rufus. And let me flip my audio over here, down here as well. Yeah, so this edit it took me an hour to do. Watch his ear flick to the bass. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Boom. What an edit. What an edit. Bad Bunny on Super Bowl tonight. I like the question. Do you know 3 songs of Bad Bunny? The answer is no. The answer is no. Boom. Let's watch some Rufus. There we go. Very good, everyone. I have gone through most of the chat here. Let's continue on, and then I'll get myself out of here probably in the next 5 minutes or so. Stairs and shorts. Oh, man. I know what stairs you were doing too, Rob. That's awesome. What's up, Vlad? Welcome to the live. Hope you're doing great, buddy. Health and Wealth Royalty, part of the membership. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that big time. Who's Bad Bunny? You know what? I don't know any songs other than that one of Bad Bunny. Yeah. Precious metals. I'm not in any precious metals. Nope. None. You know what? Gold's great, right? Because you think 10 years from now, it's such a commodity to have. Gold's in so many things, and silver as well. But I've never invested in gold, and then it got like super hyped in the last year here, and I was like, well, it's too late to get into that. I didn't want to buy a high. Both of them have taken a dip in the last couple of days here, but no, I'm not into them. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Biggest Latin artist in the world, if not one of the biggest in general. He's performing halftime. Yeah. No, me either. I don't even know the name of that song. What was the name of that song? Nobody even knows. Let's go here. Do 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 do. Yeah, baby. Do 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 do. Let's take a look over here. What else can I put on for you guys while we're chit-chatting? Yeah, I had another YouTube channel. And I haven't posted on that in over a year. Called Elements of Nature. But yeah, here we go. I'll put this on in the background. We'll turn it down. Oh, you know what? Nah, I'm not putting the audio on. I'll get a copyright strike over here. But this is a drive to Toronto. Everybody, there you go in the summertime. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I probably got copyright strikes with that Bad Bunny, didn't I? Whoops. So if you're watching this on the post, I've deleted the audio for that entire time. NUGY and UGL. Oh, riding the wave of emotions. I like that. Oh, it's too funny. All right, beautiful people. It's been an hour and 13 minutes over here. Time to go over to where I'm watching the Super Bowl, make some nachos with some guacamole, make some vegetable spring rolls, break out the good food and good drinks, and enjoy the game as best as possible with 2 children around. Should be a good night. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're just getting here, thanks for hitting the like, the subscribe, the hype button on all the videos. You can find hype on my channel. And we'll talk to you again in the near future. I'm going to leave this video on for a while I go walk around my house. If you're still here, enjoy the footage. And we'll talk to you again on the next video coming up. Bye for now.